statement is in regards to an alleged assault which occurred on or about November of 1982 at South 204th and 22nd Avenue South. There is no King County Police case number at this time. This interview is being conducted at Precinct 4. Today's date is 2/23 of 85, and the time is now 19:55 hours. The interviewing officer is Detective Ralph McAllister. What is your true name?
Gary Ridgway.
Please spell your last name.
Ridgway.
What is your address?
21859 32nd Place South, Kent.
Telephone.
878-7121.
Your age and date of birth?
I'm 36 and it's 2/18/49.
Gary, do you understand that you have the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Do you understand that any statement you make can be used as evidence against you in a court of law, and that if you are... Scratch that, please. I'll repeat this again. Do you understand that any statement you make can be used as evidence against you in a court of law?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right at this time to an attorney of your own choosing and to have it present before and during questioning and the making of any statement?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you cannot afford an attorney, you are entitled to have one appointed for you by a court without cost to you, and to have it present before and during any questioning and the making of any statement?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand that you have the right to exercise any of the above rights at any time before or during any questioning and the making of any statement?
Yes.
Do you waive these rights?
No, I don't.
Do you understand that to waive your rights means you are setting them aside and giving them up at this time?
I'm going to give them up at this time.
You're willing to discuss?
I'm willing to talk, yes.
Do you understand that you may reclaim any of these rights at any time during the statement, including the right to stop questioning altogether and the right to the presence of an attorney?
Yes.
Are you aware the statement is being recorded?
Yes, I am.
Are you willing to have it recorded?
Yes.
Is this statement voluntary on your part?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Gary, I'm going to turn the tape off for a second and talk to you. The time is now 2000 hours. You called. Okay, Gary, the tape is turned back on. The time is now 20:02 hours. I'll ask you a set of questions, and think about the questions before you answer them, and tell me what you think. November of 1982, were you driving on Pacific Highway, and did you pick up a young lady?
Yes, I did.
Where did you pick her up at?
I don't really remember where I picked up any of them. It doesn't, I don't even remember where I picked up half of them, really, something like that.
Do you remember a blonde female, short, kind of petite, at 200 Pacific Highway, waiting by bus stop? It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't remember the time, but I think I have picked up one about that age and description.
Well, if you think back, if you will, this particular girl, what happened when she got in trouble?
I think we went to park and we had a date.
What were you driving at the time?
A 1975 Dodge pickup with maroon and primer truck.
Was it a canopy truck?
Yeah, black and silver.
Was the canopy open in the back?
No.
Did you ask her if she wanted a date, or did she ask you if you wanted a date? Do you remember?
She asked me.
What did she ask you for?
$20 for head.
Who decided to pick the spot where to park for the date?
She did, I believe. I don't know where we were. I thought it was during summer, but it was in May.
It was a lot early.
Because it was, there was, as far as I vaguely remember, is there was a lot of growth in the trees and stuff.
So you may think it had been a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Can you describe the girl to me?
I think in the conversation she said she was working for Kelly's Girls or something. Or she'd call up whatever Kelly's Girls were, like answering service or telephone system or something.
What did she ask you about you?
I think she probably asked if I was a cop. That's one of the answers.
Did she ask you for any identification? Driver's license, get your wallet? Are you the green killer?
I don't think she did that. A lot of ladies like to look for your ID.
Did you give her your ID?
I showed it to her.
Did you let her handle it?
There's been so many of them, I don't even know. I probably did.
Okay, let's go back to the area where you dated her. Did you have sex in the truck?
No. That lady there, I think we went up into the bushes.
How far into the bushes did you go here?
Or about 75 feet from the car.
Why?
Because it seemed there was open area there. Because they were doing some, the road was all tore up.
Were you afraid of being seen by anybody else, or just wanted to practice in the bushes?
It was more private there in the bushes because it was all, as far as I can remember, I thought it was greenery and all.
So you would say that it's a little more romantic, a little more seclusive by going into the bushes.
Well, there'd be nobody in the car in case somebody or something.
You say you walked about 75 feet into the bushes.
On a hill.
Up a hill?
Mm-hmm.
What happened then?
She bit me and I choked her. And I let her go.
Let's back up a little bit here. Did you take your clothes off?
Just my pants.
Okay. And she went down and started giving you a blowjob?
Yes.
How long into it was it before you say she bit you?
A minute or so.
Had you reached an orgasm there?
No.
You say she bit you. What did you do then?
I pulled it out of her mouth and choked her
How did you choke her?
from the back.
From the back?
Yeah.
With your hand? Put her in a headlock or
My arm.
your arm? Were you laying on the ground at this point?
I don't think so. I don't know.
How long did you choke her?
10, 15 seconds or so.
Were you saying anything to her at all while you were choking her?
I just told her she hit me.
What did you say to her?
She was frantic and she said she didn't.
Did you rip her clothes off?
No.
Did you slap her?
I don't think I did. I might have.
Why did you decide to choke her?
Because she bit me. I don't know why.
Again, I asked you, how did you choke her? Did you spin her around, throw her on the ground, jump on her, grab her from behind, or how?
I think I pushed her and then she was off to the side. And that means I probably ended up getting around behind her.
And you say you choked her for about 15 seconds.
20 seconds, I don't know.
Did she black out at all? What was she doing this time when you were choking her?
I don't know. There was blackberry bushes, and I had blackberry sticking in my shirt. I don't know if I had my shirt off or not. I thought it was, to me, if I was in there with it, I thought it was late spring, or not spring, summer.
Okay, you say you dated a lot of girls. Has this happened with any others?
No, it hasn't.
You began choking her for 15 to 20 seconds. What happened then?
I let her go, and she got up and ran down towards the trailer.
Did you chase her?
I couldn't. I had to pull my pants up, and I didn't chase her. I just went down and got in my car and truck and left.
Did you see anybody else? Anybody see you?
I don't remember. She went right to a trailer, and I just went inside.
What did you do then?
I just drove home.
How long after that did you go out with another girl? You're 18.
I don't know, maybe a week or less.
Have you ever had any other experiences with girls like this?
No, I haven't.
Are you aware that we have 42 girls missing?
Yes, I am.
You read the newspapers a lot, you watch the TV, you watch the news, you're pretty up on what's going on.
I watch a little bit of noon news at times, and I figure I do as much as I can. PIO work.
Are you responsible for any of these?
No, I'm pretty sure.
When I called you up, did you have in your mind what this could possibly be about?
No, I didn't.
Let's talk about another matter now. You were arrested May 11th, 1982. What happened?
82. I think that was when I was,
I'm sorry, 83.
83. I don't remember the date. Maybe it was, might have been when I was arrested for being down at the fence.
Once in jail, I showed you a picture earlier of another gentleman. Do you know that gentleman?
Not by his name, but I've seen him before.
Okay, how many times have you seen him before?
Possibly a dozen times.
Before the arrest or after the arrest?
After the arrest, I never knew him.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about this fellow?
Seems like I never knew he worked. He was living out of his dad's place out in the valley. And all I knew is he had a Buick that was broken down. And a turquoise Toyota. And I seen him down at VIP's or Denny's.
What else do you know about him? Dating prostitutes?
Just noticed that he, when we got off the bus, he pointed out a lady that he dated one time.
What did he say about her?
Well, vaguely, some comment that he dated her. So. And when I was dating a lady, I picked her up at 7-Eleven, and I was called about it because police called me in because of someone talking about a couple of these letters. And she said she's seen that, she's dated that guy before, going out to that car because I was talking about dating and she hadn't until.
What did she say about that guy?
Just that she's dated him before.
Anything unusual?
No.
Okay, you mentioned earlier when you got off the buses that the bus was coming from downtown when you were down to the jail. Your car was parked down on the highway.
It was in Nancy's apartment.
Have you had any other contacts with him? A little more personal when he was riding on the bus and him saying...
I was in a Denny's and I ate with him once or twice.
You don't know his name? You've seen the guy about a dozen times?
I don't. I saw him in the bathroom. I talked to him, and we didn't talk about what we were arrested for because he was with my dad at the time, and then he was with must have been his boss. and I just didn't want him to know what kind of vehicle I left. I came in and I was going south because I thought maybe he might have ripped me off or something. Not ripped me off.
What do you mean by ripping you off?
Because I think he took my, when I gave him a ride one time, just a couple days later, the same day, a calculator came missing. He tore all of this stuff. He was doing my body.
Where did you pick him up at? Give him a ride?
I think it was Larry's Market, and I dropped him off at,
Do you remember when this was?
during the day after work. I used to see him down by Kentucky Fried Chicken a couple times, just walking cars and place. And the car I did have smoked.
Did you and him talk anything about picking up girls, or was it a nice looking one? I like to date her.
No. Basically, just about every time I see him that I talk to him, he's usually with somebody, like another guy. And he looks his way around the line that we don't talk. In fact, I think it's because we both were in jail together, and he doesn't want to, I think my being his employee to know that he was in jail.
Have you ever been ripped off by a prostitute?
No, I haven't.
Basically, it's been good service. You've asked for a date, you've paid them, they've given you what you wanted.
A good percentage of them, I don't ever go back because they're not that good. And sometimes I just pick them up and don't date them, talk for a while, and that's it. Won't see me again because I don't date them. I want the money and I don't want to talk.
Have you ever passed your cell phone to the police officer? You own a badge? Do you own any badges?
No.
This is the only girl that we're talking about that incident in May, November of '82, or spring in your mind. Is the only girl that you've ever had to get rough with.
Yeah.
And you felt that she bit you. Are you still out seeing girls now to this day?
Yes, I am.
What areas do you go to?
I've gone up to Aurora and Seattle, and particularly not going to Michigan.
What hours do you keep going?
Daytime hours and sometimes at night, not very much at night.
Mostly daytime hours. What hours do you work?
I work from 3:40 to 10 after 12.
At nighttime. So before going to work, it's usually when you're looking for girls. Do you work Monday through Friday or what?
Monday through Friday.
So it could be 7 days a week that you maybe have looking for girls. Any one of those days.
Any one of those days, yes.
Do you have anything that you would suspect or anybody that you would know that might be responsible for the killings?
No, I don't.
Gary, you're aware that you just told me that you didn't see a lot of the girls during the daytime off work. A lot of the girls disappeared around this time of hours.
Yeah, I've only been on nights since November of Halloween, not last year, but the year before last. We both hours on days for a good percentage of the time.
What are we talking about? How long before last? Which year are we talking about?
This is 85, 84, and 83. 83 on up, I've been on nights. That was a year. I've been on nights for a year and a half.
Last 3 years, what type of cars?
All I've been driving is a Dodge truck.
That's it, just a Dodge truck. No other cars.
No, I haven't owned any. My truck was in the shop being fixed, or I usually took the bus, or I got a ride with that from there. And a few times, hitchhiked to her.
Are you familiar with Portland area at all?
I haven't been down there in a long time. I was down there in 19...
You ever dated around the Everett area?
No.
How about Snohomish County?
I have a girlfriend who used to live up that way. Not live, but her parents did. She go up there a lot of times. Never made it.
How about North County? Never been out there?
Oh, I've been out there a lot of times. We go out there. I go that way to go camping.
When do you do your camping? When do you usually go camping?
It used to be Saturday and come back Sunday usually.
This is the North County area.
That's not, I go east of the mountains there. I go over. I spend the night there, like on a Friday night at the Sun, and I spend the night up at North End, and we go over the Sun.
How about the Star Lake area? Are you familiar with that area at all?
I used to live out at by Twin Lakes.
By Twin Lakes. How about Black Diamond, Buckley? You don't know.
I got to go through Union Cloud. I go down White Pass to go out. I've been out that way quite a lot.
Do you know where our gas pumps are? What kind of those gas pumps are?
Aren't they down in 6 in Seattle?
You know with Sunset Park?
Where's that? I don't know.
When you date your girls on the highway, where do you gone to?
Sometimes to the motel, and some of them have places like that, parking lot, in the church parking lot, or the motel parking lot, or over by the airport at the little field we went to one time.
What was her name?
She's one of the missing ladies, McKenna or McAllister or something, Max.
Kelly McGinnis?
McGinnis, yeah. We dated there, and before we got
Hey, Kelly.
we started there, and the airport police came over, and she gave a phony name, and there was no record on it, and we went over to the park.
You talked to the King County Police Freedom Task Force before. How long ago was that?
I don't remember the dates.
What happened?
I gave a lie detector test.
They fine?
Said it was okay.
Did they question you about the other kids?
All the ladies.
All the ladies.
I knew
Did you date quite a few of them?
I think I dated a few of them, and I've seen a lot of them.
Can you name some of the ones that you dated that you think were
Guinness, and that's basically it. I don't even know any of the names.
But you dated Kelly out by the airport, and the airport police came. And she gave a big... Do you remember when this was?
This was, Warden made a statement on this. And she was giving me a head, and a police officer comes up and said that due to the motel or something, and he pulled us out, and he asked her if she was in there because she wanted to be in the force, and she gave her some name, and they called it up, and nothing was found over this, and I took her over to the apartment.
To her apartment?
Or not apartment, her room, like it's 22 now. It was a moonrise.
One of your desires when you date, you get to receive it?
To start out with, usually.
But you've had no other incidents with no other girls except this one particular one that we're talking about that you choked?
Yes.
What would have happened if she died?
I don't think she would have. It's just, I don't think she would have.
Is there any
Taken a class of CPR, but I don't know if it's before that or after that.
You taking a class of CPR? Okay, have you ever had any kind of police training?
No.
Do you know anything about chokeholds?
No.
Is there anything that you'd like to add to the statement at this time?
No, as far as I know.
Is the information given in the statement true, to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Was there any force used or threats or promises made to make you give this statement?
No.
The statement ends at 20:25 hours on February 23rd, 1985.
Maybe that's it.
20-30 hours. After taking a tape statement from Gary, we talked a little more about the incident. Gary told me that he hoped that nothing would become of this. However, if it did, that he could understand and it might teach him a lesson to where he would never go out and hire girls again. Gary tells me that he goes to Harborview quite frequently to get checked up for venereal disease, and he needs something in his life to teach him a lesson to stay away from the hookers. 21:35 hours. Conclusion. I recommend that this case be placed in the closed file. We have identified our suspect in the Gardaí assault case. Rebecca does not wish to prosecute for the assault. I think her intention was just to identify a possible Green River suspect. Gary should maybe be looked at a little closer, possibly relating to other assaults.